good afternoon, guys. Thanksgiving Eve here. Looking forward to hopefully a more relaxed holiday. I'm here with Christina Wiles-Wolf, who is a recent client of ours. We actually are in the settlement room right now. Finally got things done.
Yes.
I think it's been a big burden lifted off of Christina and your husband now, off of us as well. It's been a long process, so we're excited to be done. So I always start, obviously it's been a long process. It's the first time we'd spoken till today, in end of November. How did you first hear about our company? And
I believe I got a postcard in the mail
yeah,
that had
awesome.
it on, along with some other companies. I had
Yeah.
checked into other companies as well and had them come check out
Neat,
the place too.
Absolutely.
But you guys presented yourselves in such a godly Christian manner that is what had us choose you.
That's awesome. I mean, we appreciate that type of feedback because we want to be, I mean, that's what we want to be as a company, something a little bit different.
But that is why we went with you over
Appreciate that.
the other 2 or 3 that we had.
That's
contacted.
wonderful. Absolutely. Now, at the time, what had you thinking about selling the property? I know it's something you owned for almost 28 years. You
I
lived
lived there
there,
28 years.
and you owned it for 10 more years after that. What was going on that you were thinking about selling the property?
We had a tenant who moved in and
Yeah.
who was a troublesome tenant, and we did not know how to get out from under it.
Okay, absolutely.
She destroyed the property and her family. But
Gotcha. So you'd gotten to a point, I guess the tenant, it
we
wasn't
were
just,
having trouble with the
yeah.
borough because of the tenant,
Gotcha.
and it was causing way too much stress
Yeah.
on us. Because I never really wanted to sell. I would prefer to keep the house in the family.
Yeah.
But there was really no alternative at that point.
No, absolutely. Now, this is kind of a spur of the moment question, but how long had you guys been dealing with that stress before you said, okay, let's make this decision?
She's there 4.5 years.
Wow.
And the stress started 6 months after she moved in. So
It was a long
we
time.
dealt with it a lot. We tried so hard to work
Yeah.
with her, but
Well, that's one of the things I think that impressed Eric and I so much about you is that you were continuously so gracious and kind through the process. I think that, every day everybody can try to do that a little bit more. So it's encouraging to see somebody else doing what they can. It also sometimes
but everybody has a breaking point somewhere.
100% agree on that. Now, obviously when we first met you, we certainly portrayed ourselves as being something. I mean, do you feel that when we told you that we'd be honest with you, that we would follow the timeline, that we would do the things that we said we would do as far as handling tenant? You're pretty much hands off the entire transaction.
Pretty
I mean, you were
much,
actually,
yes.
you still
I
engaged with me quite a bit.
reach out
Yep.
to you and ask, what can I do? What do you need from me? But no, you guys did a great
I was
job.
pretty regularly saying no, and
Yeah,
we'll
I
take
just
care
wanted
of
to
it.
make sure that, because, I didn't know if there was anything you needed out of me.
Yeah.
I expected to have to do a little more than what I did.
No, absolutely. So, I mean, you felt then, I guess, that we kind of upheld our end of the bargain, for
Yes.
lack of a better term.
Yes.
That's awesome. Now, obviously, it was a longer process. For us, a lot of times we talk
Yeah, I
to.
was surprised that it took so long, but I
Sure.
also realized it wasn't your fault.
Sure,
that was
sure.
taking so long.
And even though we had a lot of people working together as a team to get it done, it still took time. One of the things we sometimes can do is make it very, very quick. In this case, with a troubled tenant and some of the legalities that come along with that, and some of the finer details, a lot of moving parts. It kind of extends that a little bit. Now, I think we were still planning as of maybe a week or 2 ago, maybe even being at the end of the year.
Yeah, and that was
Settling at the
making
end of
me
the year.
feel quite sick, we'll say.
Yeah.
So I'm really, really glad that this worked out.
I'm happy we got it done for that for
Yes.
Thanksgiving. That's something to be
Yes.
thankful for, right?
Yes, that's exactly what we said. My friend that we're meeting tomorrow for dinner, we're going to have a little dance because she knows what
Yeah.
we've been going through with all of it. So yes, we're very, very, very grateful.
That's so lovely to hear, and even I guess apparently the neighborhood's celebrating as well. The house
Yes,
is
they
vacant now as
are.
well,
I'm talking to
actually, we should go enjoy the festivities with them. I feel like we've earned at least a slice of pizza or two.
Yeah, my neighbor yesterday, she goes, darn, I can't find my balloons. I don't know where my balloons are. Because
Love
they
it.
are literally going to do that.
Awesome.
Because apparently it's been a lot worse for all of them than I realized.
Yeah.
And I feel bad about that too. It's just we were stuck too that, financially we
Sure.
just couldn't do it at that point to kick her out sooner.
No, and I think one of the most important things, it's always a pleasure to work with somebody like yourself, just because I know you have such a good heart and a good spirit. Our hashtag, people over profit's important to us. If at the end of the day we know we did things the right way, it's important to us. And when I walked in and you were in tears, it was just kind of that moment. I was worried that let's get this thing finished. I'm super happy to have been able to work with you on this project and getting things done. Obviously, she got a postcard to her current home. I told her we'd buy that as well, but they're not selling, so not now. I'm just kidding. But I guess if you had any friends or family that maybe was in a similar situation or had a property that needed work, I mean, would you think our company would be somebody you'd recommend?
Definitely.
Awesome.
I definitely would.
Appreciate that.
I really
Yes.
appreciate that.
And
I appreciate you guys for everything you've done above and beyond, just because I
Thank
know
you.
this wasn't easy.
And there's a lot of landlords out there that are in a very same situation.
Very much
and
so.
it's
Like I said, I had never wanted to be a landlord.
sure.
It wasn't something I ever set out to.
Yeah.
You know, but we had the house there. I had wanted to sell and should have, because we would have made a whole lot more money back then.
Yeah.
Sure.
But you know, we were.
It's tough when tenants destroy your house and you can't get
It's
in
tough.
and you can't get them out.
And
It's,
on your heart too,
Sure.
when it is when there's an emotional tie to the home, and like I
Well,
said,
you turned it into a home over 28 years.
Yeah.
And it obviously
and
became
then to
something
lose
different.
my husband, it's like now kind of grieving all over again. Even it's 16 years now that he's gone.
Yeah.
You know, but that deck on the back,
Yeah.
my husband and I and our 2 children built that deck.
you told me that.
Yeah.
That was
The first day we'd been there. It's
Yeah.
And it's sad because it was probably the memory of building it with your husband
Mhm.
and your kids was probably such an awesome memory.
Yeah.
And then you have, now you go back to it and you look at it and they destroy
No,
it.
yeah, and they have
And-
no.
They don't care about
Yes.
the memory or the heart or anything that was attached to what you did there.
Yeah.
And so they didn't care. They didn't make it a home.
I
They made it
trusted
just
that
a,
my home to her.
Yeah.
But as a landlord, I understand I shouldn't look at it that way or have that connection.
sure.
You
But
know, like normally it's some other house that you just happen
Sure.
to. Yeah.
But that's the human element.
what has added to the stress a lot.
Without a
trying
doubt.
to deal with all that.
So at least we're successfully closing one chapter,
Yes.
moving on to another one right before the holiday season.
Yes.
So I appreciate you being here with us today, Chris.
I appreciate you.
Thank you so much.
Thank
awesome.
you.
All right.
I'm a hugger. Is that all right?
That's fine.
Thank you so much. You have a good one.
You too.
And if there's anything we can do to help,